Welcome, everyone. My name is Robin Elander. I'm the Executive Director for Downtown Santa Barbara, and we are here for another version of the Business Spotlight, a collaboration with the Santa Barbara Independent that highlights different businesses and organizations in the downtown district. So I'm going to hand it over to Richelle to share a little hello, and then we're going to get to know all of our great guests today.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, my name is Richelle Boyd. I'm the Marketing and Promotions Administrator for the Independent. And yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing from all of our businesses today, hearing what's going on downtown for the holidays. Should be a fun episode.
Wonderful. Good to see you. And thanks so much for this long time collaboration. It's been really fun, and we've got some great conversations to have today. Let's start with Kevin. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your role at the Santa Barbara Trust for Historic Preservation.
Sure. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Richelle, for having us today. My name is Kevin McGarry. I'm the Associate Director for Public Engagement at the Santa Barbara Trust for Historic Preservation. And even if you think you don't know us, you do know us. If you've been to downtown Santa Barbara, we operate two of the major historic sites in the heart of the Presidio neighborhood in downtown Santa Barbara, right near City Hall, El Presidio State Historic Park, and Casa de la Guerra, which is a Mexican period family home of the fifth commander of the Presidio, Jose de la Guerra, and his family. So it's right near and actually right next to downtown Santa Barbara's
Absolutely,
offices.
right next door, your neighbor.
And I am in charge of all of our public facing programming. I run, I guess, technically four departments, but one of them puts on these public programs that are free to the community to learn about the cultural diversity and the history of Santa Barbara over time. And we use the historic sites as a place to kind of bring people together. And yeah, did you want me to get into the program itself? Or
Let's come back to you after we do a couple more introductions, and you can go into more depth with your programs. Thank you.
Thank you.
Michael, welcome. You're with Drift Hotel and Dusk. Tell us a little bit more about yourself in the business.
Hi, Robin. Thanks again for having me here. Really excited about it. I am Michael. I work for the Drift Hotel. I'm the beverage director here. So that basically entails I run the bar program for our craft cocktail bar, Dusk, as well as help manage our cafe in the morning, Dawn. So we have something, for the local community, as well as our guests here in the hotel from 7 a.m. till close 11 or 12 at night every day, 365 days a year, which is pretty cool. We're located 524 State Street, so on the 500 block of State Street, which is right downtown, I think, at the entertainment district, one of the busiest blocks of State Street. So our location for the hotel is really amazing because it's so walkable to anything within the surrounding area. And Drift is, great for all the guests who are visiting Santa Barbara. We're kind of like a built-in tour guide for everyone visiting here and kind of showing off what Santa Barbara has to offer. But I think we really pride ourselves on being, here for the local community and having our regulars here in the mornings for coffee and a nice place to work, as well as a nice place to gather in the evenings and have a drink and kind of be that date spot for everyone, which is really nice.
It's definitely such a cool space, and I'm so excited for the community to get to know more about the hotel. It's really three businesses almost in one, right? So it's the hotel and then the cafe and then the bar. But is that one business or is it three?
Yeah, so it'll be all one business. It's owned by TMC Hospitality. It's a smaller hospitality group. I think this was our second location. We have 5 in total now, but it's all underneath the same hotel group. So Dawn in the morning is our cafe, open from 7 to 3, and then we turn into Dusk from 3 until 11 during the weekdays, and then midnight Friday, Saturday.
Wow, like you stay busy. Oh my goodness.
We definitely do. And we have 45 rooms in total within the Drift Hotel. And we also have an event space next door that we do private events in, from conferences to we also do like weddings and things of that nature as well, which has been really great having that this year and getting that going. Awesome. We opened it up for Fiesta for some live music and a little food back there as well. So still serving the community as much as we possibly can.
Well, thank you. We'll come back to you to learn some more. Appreciate it. And Robin, how are you today?
I'm good, thanks. Thank you, Robin, and thank you, Richelle, for having me on this show. Always fun to learn about and share about great things to do in downtown Santa Barbara.
Yeah, tell us
So
a
my
little bit about
name,
MOXI.
so my name is Robin Gose, and I am president and CEO at MOXI, the Wolf Museum of Exploration and Innovation. But of course, our nickname is MOXI. And we are an interactive science museum uh, located in the Funk Zone, so we're right next to the train station. And we've been open for 7.5 years, if you can believe it. Grand opening was February 2017. But we've got 3 floors of hands-on exhibits that explore science, technology, engineering, art, and math. And while we are very popular with children, of course, we're also a great place for kids of all ages, and adults definitely have just as much fun here as kids do. We offer a lot of different programs as well, summer camps and Thanksgiving break camp, some winter break camps, field trips for school groups. But then we also have some fun adult events as well for the 21 and over crowd, where we'll, have a bar, sometimes some appetizers, sometimes a DJ, and lots of other fun events as well. And it's a great spot to come. We've got a rooftop where you've got a 360-degree view of beautiful Santa Barbara. I think it's the best rooftop in town, but I'm probably a little biased. But yeah,
It's a
so
competition, whether it's the best or pretty much equal to all the awesomeness. And
well, yeah. I mean, any rooftop here with a view, I think is a pretty good spot to be.
love it. Well, thank you, Robin. We're going to come back to you to learn all about those programs, some things you have coming up. But very nice to have be back in the Robin and Robin show. We've had some fun with that in the past. I like it. Kevin, tell us more about the programs that you are managing and some things that you're actively coming up in the near term.
Yeah, so this is kind of the holiday post-Thanksgiving holiday show here. So our next big program is a cultural and for many a religious tradition that's still celebrated through California neighborhoods and through California, Mexico, and Latin America called Las Posadas. And we do a one night, so Una Noche de Las Posadas is our public event, and it's happening on December 13th. Starts at 7 p.m. at the Presidio Chapel, and then it's a kind of like a sing along. It's a historical, cultural kind of reenactment of Mary and Joseph's search for lodging from when their journey from Nazareth to Bethlehem, and in those places where it's more of a religious and tradition, it's actually many nights leading up to Christmas. So we do a one night kind of um, a one night version of it so that people can kind of go back in time and experience this, what would have happened in Mexican period and even into earlier Spanish period, California and Santa Barbara. And it's basically a procession. We have a volunteer choir, El Coro, who's led by the amazing Luis Moreno, who's been a longtime volunteer. He's an amazing musician, and he leads the choir and this big congregation. We get 200 to 300 people. It seems to grow every year. People are outside the chapel, and they all can. If you can't get in, it's good to get there early. But if you can't get in, you can still take part in the procession. We go basically on a route all the way to Casa de la Guerra, where we then sing songs along the way, traditional songs that Luis Moreno and actually the late Elizabeth Boebel, they started this way back in the 80s or even maybe late 70s. And they were able to get all these songs together that were sung in Santa Barbara during the 200 years ago, 150 years ago, and bring them back to life and make recordings of them and actually sing them and create this choir. So the choir kind of leads the procession of people. And since we're not a religious institution, everybody's welcome. You don't have to be Catholic. You don't have to be even know anything about the tradition, but you get to experience what it was like. It ends at Casa de la Guerra, and Rudy's is one of our amazing sponsors. Rudy's Mexican restaurant. Andrea, who owns the one here across from the Presidio, provides tamales, traditional posadas food. It's free. We have a Mujeres Makers Market, a pop-up market We do the piñata, we have champorado and pan dulce. It's like the whole deal. So really fun for people who haven't experienced this, but also for the community that looks forward to celebrating their cultural tradition in kind of in a more inclusive way, I guess you could say. There's other places that do posadas. I know in Santa Barbara, other churches and communities. This one is really meant to be open for everybody and is more of a cultural, historical kind of educational experience if you haven't been to a posadas before. So yeah, I would encourage everyone to come. It starts at 7 at the Presidio Chapel. If you don't know where the Presidio Chapel is, just head downtown and follow the signs. But it's at 123 East Canyon Perdido Street. And then we also do a wonderful program called Presidio by Candlelight in February for first Thursday. We partner with downtown Santa Barbara. So that's another one. If you can't make the 13th, we basically bring the Presidio to life with candlelight at night. And we also serve hot chocolate. It's a communal event to learn what life was like at the Presidio over 200 years ago. So 2 of those kinds of step back in time events are coming up.
Those both sound incredible, and you do so many things over at the Trust for Historic Preservation, and these 2 are exceedingly special. So if the community has not been to that, I really encourage you to come and tell people where they can find out more information about both of these events.
Yeah, if you just type in SBTHP, so Santa Barbara Trust for Historic Preservation, sbthp.org / Las Posadas. We have all of the upcoming event information there. But if you go to our website, just sbthp.org, we have a banner. You click on that, and you'll find both upcoming events, I think. And we have other things coming up in the new year as well. So yeah, just visit the website, and you can always, if you have questions, email me at kevin@sbthp.org.
Wonderful, thank you. And you often have a market there as well. Do you want to share a little bit about that if people are interested in coming to that around the holidays?
Yeah, so we partner with we just had our big Dia de los Muertos craft day and market, and we partner with the Mujeres Makers Market. They actually, if you haven't been to one of their big pop-up markets at the Presidio, we partner with them, and they on their own rent out the whole front part of the Presidio, and it's all women of color owned, local entrepreneurs and businesswomen and artisans and makers that come together and create this amazing market. And we do a smaller version that fits kind of, and we have to light up the Presidio or the Casa de la Guerra courtyard for this event, but it's about 10 to 15 vendors from the group of the Mujeres has this big group now of people that do their market at the Presidio, but this is a kind of a smaller version. And so it's a nice thing that we've been able to do with some of our events to include them to support local business owners and local artists that, that really were looking for a place, and a place that means something to them, maybe culturally and historically, but also a place where they could do these great pop-up markets. And I think they're taking off. We also, the Farm and the Flea is another market that we do at the Presidio. And technically, they rent the space, but we have different partnerships with all these different groups and work with them to kind of enhance our programming, and it brings more people. But their market starts at 5 p.m. So the actual procession or the actual program, if you want to start with us, starts at 7 at the Presidio Chapel. But the market will be at Casa de la Guerra from 5 p.m. on, so 5 to 9. So you can go check out the market, then come over, or just come here at 7, and the market will be there when we get over there. So
Awesome. Well, downtown is alive with happenings, that's for sure. Lots are happening at the Presidio and the chapel around the trust, but there's also so many other things happening. We're going to hop back over to Robin Gose. If you want to share a little bit more about some of your upcoming happenings, and then a little bit about some of your year-round programming as well.
Yeah, happy to. Winter in Santa Barbara, as you know, does not often come with snow or ice or anything like that, which is great, right? That's part of why we love living here. But some of those wintertime activities can be a lot of fun. So we thought that we would bring a wintertime activity of skating to Santa Barbara, but with a little MOXI twist on it. So we offer sock skating on our rooftop. So sock skating means you take off your shoes, you need to be wearing socks because bare feet won't work. Because once you have your socks on, then you can glide across this frictionless surface that we have on our rooftop. It's these special tiles that are super slick. And when you slide across them, you feel like Tom Cruise in Risky Business, just whoosh, zooming across the floor. So it's a lot of fun. It takes up about a quarter of our rooftop area. We've built it out like a skating rink. We've got these fun fabric snowballs. So I say kids, but again, really kids of all ages, anybody who likes to play and have a good time, is welcome to come for the sock skating, tossing around the snowballs. It's a lot of fun. And a little insider secret too is that I have seen some people, this is usually teens and kids, but I've seen some people wear like fleecy pajama pants. And then they kind of get running and they go across. And that looks like a lot of fun. I maybe haven't done enough yoga in a while to feel like I myself could do that, but maybe some of the more adventurous adults might enjoy that too. So sock skating is part of general admission to the museum. So you can still enjoy the rest of the interactive exhibits that we have, our maker space and things like that, as well as sock skating. So that's open now through January 20th.
That sounds like ridiculous good fun. Like that is
It's
a
so
must
it's so
do
fun.
for people who have not done it before. Even if you want to just go up there and watch the
Oh
ceiling
yeah.
go down, you must do this.
Yeah, the people watching is great. And this is our second year offering it. Last year, it was such a big hit that we knew we wanted to bring it back. We plan to build this out as a new Santa Barbara winter tradition. So that's a lot of fun. We have some other winter activities too. If you do want to come when there aren't any kids around and you want to have that 21 and over experience, this Friday on December 6th, we actually have our adult happy hour at the museum. Sock skating is included with this happy hour. So tickets are available on our website. If you are a MOXI member, you actually get in for free to this event. And then we've got a cash or credit bar, but it's a pay your own bar of beer, wine, and cocktails. So that's a lot of fun. That's this Friday, and then our other big
That on
winter
Friday?
happening. Hmm?
What time is that this Friday?
5:30 to 8 on Friday.
Very good. Sounds fun.
And then another tradition that we've been doing in Santa Barbara this has been, I think, almost since we opened. I think actually we started it in 2018. But we celebrate Noon Year's Eve.
Right.
So emphasis on the noon because it's 12 p.m. noon. So very family friendly event here at the museum. It is a ticketed event and it does sell out. So we've got tickets on sale now, but I encourage people to go to our website, moxi.org, to find tickets. But New Year's Eve is it's on December 31st. And what we do is we've got these special activities that are sort of New Year's inspired. We do a countdown to a ball drop, but it's at 12 p.m. noon, so that then if you've got little people who need to go home and take a nap, or if you yourself are not the kind of person who can make it to midnight, then this is a great option to come and enjoy that.
Wow, that is so much fun. All
Yeah.
of those things. And I know those only are a sampling of the diversity of programs that you offer throughout the year. Do you want to just maybe highlight one or two other things that are sort of your signature events or projects?
Sure. Yeah, happy to. So we do offer these adult happy hours throughout the year, and we often will try to, theme them with maybe some different partners who might come in and do kind of a seasonal activity to coincide with the happy hours. So the adult happy hours are, I believe we do about 4 of those a year. We also have, we celebrate things like Pi Day, which is March 14th because it's 314. Pi Day, Engineering Week, National Day of Play. There's all different kinds of things like that. Here at the museum, again, for families, for some things are for adults only. Of course, we host a lot of fundraising events as well. And so those are always a lot of fun to come and find ways to support the museum. As I mentioned, we also offer field trips for students, and that's a really exciting way for kids in the area to come and experience MOXI. Some of them for the first time, which is really exciting to watch them come through our doors and to be inspired by science and to kind of see themselves in the role of kids and people who are capable of doing science and interacting with technology and building things like an engineer. So the field trips are another great offering that we have, as well as the summer camps that we have that also sell out pretty quickly, but are very popular with kids and popular with parents too, because then it's an educational place to send your kids for summer camp.
So many good things. What a community asset. You are yourself are a community asset, Robin. Like the
Oh,
things that are
thank
going
you.
on there and the organization, it's really, really pretty special stuff.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And speaking of happy hours, I bet there's a gentleman also on the call here that has had some happy hours at his place. Michael, do you want to share a little bit more about the hotel and the offerings and some of those special signature drinks that you have both at your cafe and at the bar?
Yeah, definitely. It sounds, first off, I think I'm going sock skating my next day off. That sounds
For real, right?
I could use some good, clean fun in my life right now. But we have some cool things happening at the hotel for winter time, the holiday season. In Dusk, we are doing a kind of a holiday pop-up celebrating winter solstice from the 2nd, this last Monday, until the 29th. And during this time, we're doing a special menu utilizing seasonal ingredients that are only available during this time, and celebrating the shortest days of the year and the longest dusks and the longest nights. And just really getting cozy and enjoying those darker moments, lit by candlelight, and trying to stay warm in the colder nights, and giving you a cocktail to also warm you up as well. So that's going to be a really great time. We just launched the menu earlier this week, had really good feedback so far. A lot of spices and persimmons, and we have a really festive ponche, an old Mexican style punch. It's a hot cocktail. We serve it non-alcoholic traditionally, but if someone wants to add a little mezcal or tequila to it, we can definitely abide for that. So we have some nice like cozy decor up, celebrating the evergreens and those seasonal decor. Then we're gonna have live music on Christmas Eve. All of these things are free to the public to come and join. We don't have any like ticketed events, but we will be like celebrating all of December. And then we get into our cosmic countdown for New Year's Eve. We'll be doing a little extra celebration that night. We'll stay open until a little later, till 1 a.m. that night. We'll have no cover, again, still open to the public, but we'll have a DJ, Brooklyn Basement, a local DJ here in Santa Barbara, performing all night long. We have a really great oyster and sparkling wine deal for everybody who wants to celebrate. Make it way more accessible. Our oysters are incredible. When we get them, they're out of the water less than 48 hours, just really delicious. We'll also just be doing like $10 glasses of sparkling wine all night, and then a complimentary midnight toast for everyone who joins us. We do have an Eventbrite for that, just so we can plan a little bit better. And you can find that on our website, drifthotels.co. And then it's in the happenings section. And it'll have information on both our winter solstice holiday pop-up, as well as our cosmic countdown for New Year's Eve. You can also find that on our Instagram as well, Dusk, or Drift Hotels Santa Barbara. And that's a lot of that. We also have a holiday pop-up or seasonal menu for our cafe as well. The ginger lattes and the heat check with a spiced chili cappuccino. Yeah, definitely come in the mornings and then come join us in the evenings.
Oh my goodness, that is so much goodness. That is really interesting, creative offerings. Thank you for sharing those. What also I think is really interesting is kind of the vibe of your space. You talked a lot about the drinks, the beverages available, but can you talk a little bit about the aesthetic of your space as well as a little bit more about the hotel?
Yeah, absolutely. You'll find the style is more of a Baja California style. You are focusing in our like our cocktail bar. You'll find it is very agave focused, with almost 215 different tequilas, mezcals, and raicillas, really celebrating that culture and lifestyle. Much more a bit of a laid back and really diving into that kind of surfer, Baja lifestyle. And you'll find that in all of our hotels that we have. We have one in San Jose Cabo, here in Santa Barbara, Palm Springs, and we just launched Nashville earlier this year. So we're expanding, which is great, but really just trying to provide a unique offering to the guests who come and travel to Santa Barbara.
Oh, wonderful. And you definitely do. The space is really interesting and the cafe and bar are both this intimate, uh, cool space that you
Mhm.
just want to explore, but it's that intimate sort of almost like a sexy feeling in there. It's a cool, fun space for everybody to check out.
It
And
has a bit of a mystique for
it
sure.
does,
We,
yeah.
we, we find ourselves being kind of a date spot. It's a kind of a before and after dinner kind of cocktail spot in the evenings, and a place for people to actually have a conversation and kind of learn about agave spirits and learn about the cocktails themselves. So it's more of a conversation piece and a place of education, which is great. We
Love
would
that.
love that intimacy.
Well, thank you for sharing all of that. We encourage the community to come out and check that out. Both residents and visitors will really love this space. And tell people the website and the location one more time.
Yeah, so you can find our website is drifthotels.co, and it's Santa Barbara. And then our location is 524 State Street, right on the 500 block, right downtown.
Right, right next to that institution ale and
Yeah.
everything in that space. Well, thank you. I'm gonna hand it over to Rochelle. You've got so much happening with the Independent. Tell us at least as many things as you can in a couple minutes.
Oh yeah. There's always lots of stuff going on here for us. Lots of community coverage and everything. But yeah, so great to hear from all of you guys today. I have so many events on my personal list now. But coming up, let's see, we've had our local heroes was out this week. So if you haven't grabbed a copy of that yet, go check it out because we have so many amazing community members that we highlighted this year. And always just a joy to start off the holidays with something good. So I definitely recommend picking that up. And then tomorrow we have a couple things coming out. So our issue is going to be "'Tis the Season." So that's going to be all of our holiday offerings around town, up in Solvang, lots and lots of stuff going on for the holidays that we're highlighting. And we also have a gift guide that is going to be in each paper. So that's a glossy insert, and that's a great way to figure out where you'd like to do your shopping, who you're shopping for. Got some great resources in there, some really fun local businesses that are supporting that. And then we also have starting tomorrow our great holiday giveaway. So we have 11 local businesses participating in that giveaway. So you can check that out at independent.com/holiday giveaway. And that's going to be going on for almost 2 weeks. I believe it's maybe a little less, maybe 10 days. It's from December 5th to December 16th. So you can check that out. Win some great prizes this holiday season, get ahead of the game, and yeah, that's pretty much it for us, but I'm looking forward to all of these fun events. I have so much to go see downtown now.
Wow, there really is a lot going on downtown right now, especially for the holidays. And I'm going to tell you some more things that are happening downtown. We have First Thursday tomorrow, December 1st from 5 to 8. It's a very special holiday themed First Thursday where there'll be caroling in the street and some really special opportunities to buy local art. The 100 Grand Show is at Southern Van Gogh, and you don't want to miss it. It's about 25 different venues. We have our annual holiday tree lighting in front of the Arlington this Friday from 5 to 7. So make sure you're there about 5:45. That's when the tree is actually going to be lit by our local Prince and Fairy. So there's an art contest that is completed by under sixth graders, and they compete for the opportunity to be the prince and fairy and then get the privilege of lighting the tree. So that will be happening. We have about 5 different performances associated with that. You can see Santa. You can also create a wreath for free and take that home from the actual cuttings from the downtown holiday tree. So that's a really special new tradition that we've been doing for the last couple of years. On the 13th, you'll have an opportunity to be singing all over town in addition to what Kevin shared earlier, but there's a holiday sing-along with the Primetime Band on the front steps of the Museum of Art at 1130 State Street. That's at 6 o'clock. There's a big brass band concert at Stort Placida. This is a really special opportunity to see more than 30 different brass band players, and the energy and sort of the sound that comes from this for several blocks is really spectacular. In addition to these, we've added some carolers strolling around downtown that starts this evening and then also next week. And you won't want
I think we might have lost Robin temporarily.
I
Robin,
think we
there
did
go.
as well, yes. Hopefully she hops back on here soon. Internet can always be so unstable sometimes. See, we'll give her a few more minutes here.
to miss on the
Um,
11th.
There we go.
Oh,
Robin, we lost you for a bit.
not sure where did I leave off. So was it the holiday happenings that are curated by the downtown businesses? Not sure.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, great. So just go to our website and find all of the curated list of happenings from all of the different downtown businesses and organizations. There are so many things going on. You'll want to get on our e-newsletter and our What's Happening Downtown e-newsletter, in addition to uh, each of these organizations' websites and offerings. So until next time, we'll see you around downtown. I hope to see you at one of these really great businesses, and I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday. Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
one,
Happy holidays,
everyone.
everybody.
Thanks for
Thanks,
that.
everybody. See you on
Appreciate it.
State Street.
Bye-bye.